RealAgriculture. Today we're down near Simcoe, Ontario, and we're joined by Todd Bugner. Todd is the farm manager for Judge Family Farm, and right behind you, you see what we believe is the first drip irrigated cornfield in Ontario. And Todd, tell us about what's the philosophy about getting into drip irrigation.
I'm quite excited to make the next step, and we've been doing quite a bit of plot work with irrigating corn. We're in a very drought-prone area growing some corn in our farming operation, and we want to change that. We want to take out the danger of growing corn on sand plains. So we're going to try changing a little bit of the way we operate our business in the sand plains. I'm standing in a very coarse textured soiled fields, as you'll see here. This year with the drought, we did suffer a crop failure. Now I'm very optimistic going into this new year now that we have in place the subsurface irrigation. It's going to take out a lot of my risk. I know with proper minimal management, I would say, that I'm going to be able to achieve at least 100 plus more bushel on this farm. I feel very confident saying that I know that water can be placed with minimal work, and nutrients can be added in, spoon-fed, that we're going to go forth. As you see, the tape is inserted all the way down the field. The tape is 14 inches deep with a spacing of 44 inches across. We then ditch in a trench 40 inches deep with a 2-inch, this is what we call the flush line. It's a 2-inch PVC, and then we drill out and grommet a riser. The riser, then we go through, dig out this portion of the trench so that we can insert the riser, and we tie it off with two stainless ties. Drip tape is a 15 mil plastic with emitters spaced 24 inches apart. And we place the emitter towards when it's laid in the field. The emitter is kept towards the top to flush any debris through. I chose 44 inches. That allows me to give a very wide array of what I can plant. I can plant soybeans or corn or sweet corn. Going ahead, we chose 44. We thought the water would be very uniform across the field. From an economic perspective, going forth from a crop failure, I'm very happy about this. I got some upfront cost of maybe $1,300 an acre for infrastructure parts, and I got some upfront labor. Going forth, I can see minimal labor, and with the guarantees that are in place, if I can achieve a 15-year with my drip tape, in 100 bushel plus a year, it's going to be very quick payback, and I'm looking forward to the future. We're putting in 55 acres of subsurface drip this fall, and I've already ordered the infrastructure for another 25 acres in the spring. My farm is an 80-acre farm. I'm going to divide my farm into 6 zones. Each zone is going to be 17 or 18 acres, depending upon the overlay of the elevations of the field. I'm very happy looking in. My system will handle turning on 2 zones at the same time. So, in a 6-hour period, one zone, I'm able to achieve 0.24 inches at the root, which is very on a maintenance program. I'll be able to water the farm every day, I guess, when needed on a program, and a quarter inch a day. So this is going to be huge. I thought I'd like to talk a little bit about a workload that happened this fall. I was a little reluctant to get into it as late as I did this fall. With our 3-row machine, I was able to put in about 22 acres of tape a day with a driver and a 3-man team. The tape was the first thing that was placed in, and then we hired a chain trencher to put in our 40-inch deep trenches for your flush and your fill lines. The next step was to at the shop build the risers. And with a team of about 4 guys, we were able to lay the PVC, drill the holes on top, set it all down and glue it. And then I had a team of 4 guys, the same guys, for about 3 days later, 3 days, come in and attach the, which is a very critical part of the whole operation, is to attach the riser to the drip tape with the stainless ties. So we've been on our 55 acres about eight working days. We found it very nice that when we did, our drip tape was extended through our trenches. We found it very nice to cut away this area, because you have to connect your drip pipe into your drip tape, so you needed to clear a good area. This is a very important connection, because if we're going to last the 15 years, we have to start everything exactly perfect. So when you install your tube into your drip tape, it has to sit relatively straight up here and go in on a 90, but sit on the floor of the trench. And a very critical is getting your proper joint with your stainless ties. You have to make sure everything's tight, or you're going to suffer leaks. I think the system has a huge environmental impact. I can water any time of the day, in the heat of the day, in the wind of the day, and still achieve my 1/4 inch to the root, if I per day. When I go for my water taking permit, there's definitely reduction in water use, because my water is all getting to the root. Not the amount of evaporation is minimal. So I'm very proud that we are conserving water in an age where water is very important.